If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Scorpio, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for December 2016. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Golden Tarot deck by Kat Black, and concluded the reading with a card from the Archangel Gabriel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And remember, these are general readings, and to get a message pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Scorpio, now onto your reading for December 2016. And the first card you have that shows up here today for you, Scorpio, is the World. And the World is a card that symbolizes to me control. The planets in the heavens, the spirit guides around you, conspiring to help bring you more control into your life or over certain situations. I feel that many of you Scorpios are listening to a lot of guidance and getting a lot of instruction in some way. This could be spiritual instructions, metaphysical instructions, but it could also be, if you're taking classes or learning or educating in some way. I feel like over the course of the next 6 months to a year, you're going to find this time frame to be excessively busy for you. Your year of 2017, I know this isn't a yearly reading, I'm going to do that next month, but it comes up like be prepared. Your 2017 is busy, busy, busy. Some of you are going to find it in your heart and soul to give something up and walk away from something. This could be a bad habit, it could be a job, it could be a relationship. What you're walking away from is going to be different for all of you, but I see you making that decision. I do feel some of you Scorpios are going to find new love that's going to come to you just around the corner. So I feel it's soon. It may not be in the month of December. It could be in January or February, but it's coming up. They're saying new love just around the corner. So that's good news for you single and looking for love Scorpios. You may have some people trying to justify things to you. Justify things they did wrong. Justify why something hasn't happened yet. I get justification. You're going to have people coming to you with that. And you may also find that you're going to have a lot of people coming to you with their problems, either complaining or they just need a shoulder to cry on and they're looking for your guidance and advice. So I feel that you're going to be very busy helping other people, like busy, attending to them emotionally or troubleshooting problems for them. I do feel that people are going to be seeking you out. If you give guidance in any way, spiritual guidance, psychic readings, work in a job where you're in customer service or giving troubleshooting, or if you're a therapist or a psychologist or psychiatrist, anything like that, social worker, you're going to be extra busy. But even if you don't do anything in any of the fields where people come to you and ask you for advice or troubleshoot any problems for you, I still feel that it's going to be happening strongly for you. And for many of you, in this month of December, I do feel that you are going to finally start to feel like you're seeing things go your way in your life. Maybe you haven't felt like, you know, maybe there were pockets in your life that felt like, yeah, that's going well, and this is going pretty good. I feel like you're at least in the month of December and maybe moving forward into 2017, I feel you're going to feel more like things are finally rolling your way and falling into place. I feel you're also going to be taking a long, hard look at your finances and what you can do to fortify them, improve them. It just comes up that you're going to be looking at them and thinking them over in December. The next card you have here is the Empress. And this is a card that symbolizes a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. This could be your mother, a stepmother, a grandmother, great-grandmother, an aunt, anybody that was like a mother figure to you. In the living, if it's not a deceased person, it can symbolize that you have a birth of a child coming up to you or in your family, a birth of a project, a birth of a plan, a birth of an idea, new business or enterprise, anything, birth of something comes up here with the Empress also. I do feel that some of you are getting situated and ready to move from one location to another. Now, this could be your home, but it could also be your office or place of business. Maybe you're getting relocated to another division or to another job within the business or company, or maybe you're moving out of state to work in another, you know, division of it. But moving your location, whether it be job or living situation, it comes up here because they're talking about you getting ready to do it, like packing up stuff. Maybe, you know, if you're at work, you're packing up files and boxes and all your personal effects in the office. If it's at home, you're obviously packing your belongings, but they do talk about you packing things up. If anybody makes any challenging comments to you in December, to your face directly, or about you, and you hear about this, you know, comment that may be challenging to your character or reputation or your work ethic or whatever it is, it's going to be a challenging comment. You are going to stand up for yourself right then and there. I don't see you rolling over, saying, oh, let bygones be bygones, or letting it pass by. You are going to address it. I feel that strongly. I do see that you're going to have some new things to learn in December or coming up very soon. And some of these could be new job duties, new tasks, because it comes up as learning new things. You're going to be learning new things in this month of December, or like towards the end of the month and going into January. I see that you have a lot to be thankful for, and some of you are going to be doing something during this holiday season to honor somebody. This could be deceased loved ones. You know, it could be just anybody deceased that you cared about. You may be setting a place for them at the table as if they're there. Or maybe you are going to like create some kind of, I don't know that I want to call it a shrine or an altar, but you might have some area set up with things that belonged to or important for the person that was deceased. And it could have pictures. Maybe you're going to put flowers and candles there. Whatever it is, I feel that during this holiday season, you are not going to be forgetting your deceased loved ones in some way, and you're going to be honoring them somehow. That also comes up with the Empress. So the next card you have here, which is crowning your reading, this is good, Scorpio. You have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a card that symbolizes success. It's success coming to you. You may be having to wait patiently for the success. This card can also mean having to let go of something so that the success can come to you. I do see you building up rapport with someone important, and strategic moves are going to be played out. So this feels to me like bosses, dealing with, higher ups, CEOs, bosses, anybody that can transfer you, move you to a different position, move you to a different location, maybe some strategic planning within the work you're already doing. You're going to say you and your higher ups are going to be mapping out some new plan of action, new PowerPoint presentation or program that you're going to institute, or goals that you're going to be setting. Like strategic moves and communicating with higher ups is being indicated here with these with this 3 of Wands. New marketability, they're saying, new marketability and turning something into gold. So think on that statement. Maybe something you're doing is you're marketing something new, or you yourself and your products and services, if you own your own business. I'm getting new marketability comes in and turning something to gold. So if you are create something or sell something, you may be generating a lot of new customers or new business or new clients to come to you, and you're going to be having a lot more money from that. It could also be in your work that you already do for someone else. There could be new marketability happening here, and with that, you will be generating more money and therefore get bigger bonuses or bigger commissions, or, you know, more shares of the company. It could be anything like that. Traveling outside of your comfort zone and putting on the Ritz also comes up here. So what they're showing me is, if you may very well start doing some things that you haven't done before. Maybe you're going to start giving lectures or seminars to your peers at work, or training programs or training sessions to others. And I also feel when they say putting on the Ritz, this could mean you yourself. You could be, you know, dressing up more, wearing more expensive clothes, or, you know, buying some new outfits to wear to work. It can also be taking people out for business lunches, business deals, to expensive places, or if you have clients that come into town, maybe you have to take them, you know, to show them around, and then you have to take them out. So it could be that form. Whatever it is happening for you, Scorpio, you are going to have more marketability, really highlighted communications with higher ups and people of importance, putting on the Ritz, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and turning things, whatever you're doing, it can be the work you're already doing or something you're creating, you're turning it into gold for you. So you do have success strongly coming up in this month of December, and I feel it's going to continue on into January. The next card, you have great cards here, Scorpio. I don't know. Awesome. That's awesome for you. You have the Star. The Star is spiritual blessings, the divine source hearing your wishes and prayers and answering some wish or prayer for you, or just an abundance of spiritual blessings coming to you. I see you're going to have to work with others, and you're going to have to develop a strong community spirit with them. So possibly they're bringing this up if you're going to have new coworkers you're going to be dealing with, or it could be the coworkers and people you're already dealing with. But it does come up like having to have a good will, like use of will, good use of will, and good team and community spirit comes up here through the Star. And it's going to be beneficial to you in some way. It's not like, oh, I just have to do it. There's some benefit and blessing coming to you from doing it. Some of you are leading a charmed life in December and getting a windfall of cash coming to you in some way. Some other sign got that as well this month. I'm not sure which one. But this could be from a raise, a bonus. It could be a government grant, a loan. It could also be an inheritance, somebody giving you a gift of cash. It could be that. You could be winning it. I mean, think of all the ways that money could come to you in like a windfall. Now, not all. I know there's going to be some of you that are going to say, no, didn't get that windfall of cash. Well, maybe your messages are coming to you in your rising sign or moon sign this month. But some Scorpios are going to be receiving some of cash It could be a, year-end bonus. Maybe the boss is going to suddenly give you a great Christmas or holiday bonus check. It could be that. They're saying, leave out the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Leave aside the small stuff and really put all your focuses and all your focus and energies on the big stuff, the big picture, big things. Like, they don't want you to worry. The guides don't want you to worry about trivial things or small things. And for them to say that, I feel they must have seen you doing that recently. So they're trying to say, just focus on the big things. Just worry about the big things. Try not to get worried about the small things going on in this month of December. Any challenges that get brought up to you, Scorpio, are going to be squashed, and you will supersede or succeed over them. So any kind of oppositions or somebody trying to stop you, block you, stand in your way, give you a hard time, give you the bum's rush, whatever you want to call it, they are going to be surprised. Maybe they're not expecting you to stand your ground so firmly or to be so strong in your position. But I do feel you will be the winner in any situation where anybody's trying to do any of those activities to you in this month of December. So the card you have that concludes your reading of the 5, you have the 7 of Wands, and this is holding back negativity, shutting the door on negative communications, negative interactions, negative energy. You're either closing the door on negativity or you're keeping it at bay, which makes a lot of sense for what they just said in that star card. I do see many of you will be working with new people, those of you that are working Scorpios. I do feel that you've had some challenges to overcome, hurdles to overcome, but I hear you're getting there. You're making your way through this. You're like at the end of you're at the finish line or almost there. They're also showing me this could be family situations. If you're a non-working Scorpio and this does not make sense to you about work, then this is relating to family and family situations. Because I feel that some of you Scorpios have gone through some kind of spell where you felt like everything you tried to do got stopped, blocked, thwarted by somebody, disabled, whatever, knocked off the game. I feel that's happened, and I don't feel it's going to happen anymore. You managed to get through all that. And again, I'm going to repeat it again. This is either at work or with family and family situations. A reality check is coming in for everybody, and everybody involved is going to have to take a step back and think and take a pause. And what this means is, it's either work or family or both, that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, what? Like, what just happened? Like, a reality check. They're going to have to take a stop, a pause, think about what's going on, and you're going to be like riding right through, like you're on the train going, riding right through the situation. They're the ones that are now going to have to take a stop, a block, a pause. Wow, reality check. Not you. You've already figured it out. You're going through the situation. That's what they're showing me. I feel your determination to show the world of what you can do and who you are and what you're capable of is very strong in December and going into January. I feel you are like, you know what? Anybody that doubted me or didn't have faith in me or questioned me about anything is now going to see that they didn't have the right picture or idea about me. That's what I see many of you Scorpios thinking in this month of December. It's like you feel determination, and any challenges that have happened to you in the past few months is just fortifying and feeding that determination in you to prove yourself. That's how I see that. You know, they're also saying the ink is going to be dry on some contract or agreement of sale or on something that then gives you possession of something. So this could be a home, a property, a division of a home or property, if you had to divide it among siblings. Could be a car. A car maybe belonged to somebody else and now it's going to belong to you. Or you're buying something new, because they're talking about the ink drying on some agreement of sale or documentation of something that now something becomes yours. It could be your own business. Even something like that. You could be making a business and signing documents at a lawyer's office and your signature and you getting a tax ID number and all that, and the business becomes yours. So just think on that, Scorpio. So now I'm going to look into your Archangel Gabriel Oracle card for December. And the Archangel Gabriel card is stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. And the card says on it, don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. I do feel that some of you are going to be getting some project plan or idea started, up, running, and going in December. You know, they are saying listen carefully to the guidance that you're getting from your own spirit guides and don't focus on or worry about things that have happened to you in the past, because that's just going to scramble your nerves and scatter your mental faculties and energies, and you don't need that as you're moving forward. You don't need to be scattered by what happened before, you know, how things panned out, or anything that didn't work out in the past. It's not good to focus on that. You need to focus on listening to your guides, listening to your intuition, and moving forward. Some of you are going to be getting ready to travel. There's some kind of travel arrangements being made or thought about. I also see you thinking about any crybabies or whiners or complainers that have been in your life, and I see you putting them in the past. You want to be separated from them and put some distance between them and put them in your past. It doesn't mean you would never deal with them again. For some of you, it might mean that, but you're not wanting to bring that energy forward into what you have going on and moving forward into the new year of 2017. I do feel many of you Scorpios are going to be very keen on showing and showcasing and highlighting your talents, your abilities, your know-how, and your ideas in this month of December. And again, I'm going to say for you, it's also January. I get the two seem very linked together. I do feel many of you Scorpios are true to yourself in many ways in general. Probably a lot more than some other signs are. I don't want to say that too strongly because everybody has their own will and free will. But it comes up that if you ever second guessed yourself, or people have tried to hold you back or put you down or make you feel less than or insecure or try to drive those feelings up in you, that's all going by the wayside now. That's falling away. You're not going to be listening to those kind of negative, deflammatory comments, or let things, other people's opinions about you or what's going on in the past affect you moving forward. Because I really do honestly feel that Scorpios are really in this time to shine. You know, you're not the only sign that gets that kind of feeling. I feel quite a few of the signs are having that happen as we move into 2017. So it probably has a lot to do with planetary influences and planetary energies going on in December and going into the new year of 2017. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my videos here on YouTube. Also, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Scorpio, where I look into my crystal for you and get additional messages from my spirit guides for December 2016, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for December 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the Videos tab on my menu and going to page 8. And there at the top of the page, you will see December 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.